Okay, I think we're live. Just check away. Yes, we are live. Right. Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dodgers Football Stand. Just very quickly, I just want to try and find the. I'm just going to try and find the link for this stream, so I'm going to put it in on Instagram. So if it does lag at all, don't worry about it. It's just me flicking tabs, trying to find the. Trying to find this. Trying to find the link. There we go. And I'll mute that. Welcome, Liam Martin, by the way. Thank you very much for joining the stream, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I'll get into it in a second. Okay, so it's... Right, let me have a look. Right. P. Hey? No, P. Q. I. A8. S. I think that's the right one. I'll get to your questions and stuff. This is a live Q&A, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Originally, the main plan was to go live and do FIFA Career Mode. Unfortunately, OBS Studios is deciding to have an off day, and every time we go onto it, we literally can't get onto OBS Studios at the minute. That's going to get sorted out probably Wednesday, because that's the next time the lads are around. So, as I say, I can't do anything in a minute, so I thought, why don't I just go live on a normal webcam and just do a live football Q&A or something, because I might as well, because all I'm doing at the minute is sitting on my backside, doing what you call virtual FIFA, because I know a lot of people have been doing this, where they've been simulating what would have been the real Premier League games this weekend, and then writing down who scored, what the score was, and so far I'm currently doing West Ham Wolves, and that's at 0-0 at the minute. Just thought, why not? It's something to do. I've got the show this week, so there's nothing going on this week with regards to YouTube. Let's have a look at the comment section. Liam Mountains put your, Abby comes put your, Scotty Beast put hello Daza. Liam's put a question, I'll get into that in a moment. Scotty Beast put, where's the Iron Brew? It was up here, or have I already drunk it? Haha, I've already drunk it. I'll go and get one in a second. What's the famous dinner? I've already had my dinner. That was what you call usual Chicago towns. Newcastle United takeover. David Wallet. That's what he always puts Newcastle United takeover. Scotty Beast put all football stopped. RIP. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. I'm on FIFA now playing a bit of career mode. Did you see my Instagram message I've been to the club shop? Yeah, like you normally do, yes. How's the watch? It's fine. Bet you won't be getting much. Excuse me. Right. Is the mic actually on? Yeah. Hello? Testing. I'm assuming the mic is on. Yes. Have your husbands put you play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite at all. Please do like the stream if you haven't already done so, by the way. Falcon Storm, thanks for joining the stream. Scotty B, you okay, Daz? Yeah, just only sneezed. What's wrong with that? Quite a big one, mind. Yeah, one green light, that's what he's just put. Yes. When it decides to work. Yeah, get your questions in the live chat. All football related. I say football related. It doesn't always have to be football related as well. If it's like anything like you want to know, no, I'm not say personal life, but like any achievements or any good things that have happened in my life and stuff you want to ask about. No, I'm not on StreamYard, no. Newcastle United takeoff. I bet you won't be getting much famous Iron Brew now. Yeah, because it's not much. It's not much in the way of drinks that. It's not really drinks that end up disappearing. We'll get started. And the first question. Oh, actually, I'll do this live on Instagram. I think maybe at the same time. I'll do this on Instagram at the same time. See what questions we get on there. Go live on Instagram as well at the same time. I'm hoping the connection won't knack up. Welcome everyone who's live on Instagram. Thank you very much for joining. We're live on YouTube at the minute, doing the live football Q&A. I thought, why don't I just go live on there and then go live on here? So, yeah, we're doing a football Q&A. All the questions on here have to be football related. Get your questions in the questions thing, and I will read them out as well as the comments on YouTube. So, it's going to be interesting. First question from Liam Martin. This is on the YouTube live chat. Question: do you think the Premier League will continue, or do you think the Premier League will stay this season to be, or the Premier League will stay this season be voided? And to be honest, as a United fan, it would be great if that happened. Well, I can understand why United fans would be happy about it, probably because of excuse me. So I can't ask me normal food questions. Nah. No. I think, they've come out and said that if it gets any worse, why have I gone in the dark a bit? I've gone a bit dark. It's got a bit dark. Oh, no, turn on the light, see if that makes a difference. There you go. That'll definitely make a difference. Okay, there we go. There's no questions. Welcome everyone on Instagram, by the way. Get your questions in the questions thing. Will the Premier League get stopped? Well, the thing is, you have to remember that they came out earlier. There was something came up earlier saying that someone said that if the Premier League, if it gets to May or June, if it gets towards May and the Premier League is still not running, it has to be cancelled. And we won't find out about the Premier League until I think Thursday or something like that, or Monday. I mean, that's when Monday, Tuesday is the UEFA ones. I think it's Thursday they're doing an emergency meeting or something because of what's been going on recently with stuff. But if it was voided, I'd be disappointed, because football's a big part of a lot of people's lives, and without that, it knocks people's lives up. Oh man, just a normal blue shirt. Was it Jack Jones? What is it? Jack Jones? Jack and Jones. Yep. So, how are you, mate? I'm fine, thank you. That's what we're having on Instagram. Get your questions in the question thing on Instagram as well. Excuse me. What was the other questions coming up? Oh, I don't know what's going on today with me. I'd be annoyed if it did get cancelled because, you've wasted a full season of football for nothing, really. But I suppose if you're in the relegation zone, it would be good for you because with the likes of Norwich, it means they'll stay up. Let's have a look here. Any more questions coming in? Vaughan's up. What do you think will happen to the football schedule? I think realistically, you'll get, oh, there's something coming through there. Excuse me. Let's have a look. Yeah, where was I? What do you think will happen to the football schedule? Realistically, I mean, fingers crossed that the leagues still happen in April, but if I'm being truthfully honest, I don't think it'll continue at this rate because it's spreading and spreading and spreading. There's quite a few cases in the northeast now, so it's all over the place the minute these leagues, and with the Bundesliga as well being cancelled, it doesn't help a lot of people. How long will this go for stream? Oh, I have no idea. We'll be getting them on eBay, won't you? No. Blah, 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 blah. I went to Chelsea v Barcelona, Stamford Bridge. It was bouncing so much in the concourse. I tried to drink water, but it was so messy. Dear me. Good God. I'd be disappointed not playing you in the FA Cup, does it? Yes, that was one thing that wasn't said either. Oh, what's going on? It was one thing that we didn't know either, because they didn't mention the FA Cup. Will the FA Cup continue, or is that also going to be suspended? We had no idea at the minute. But I'm assuming if all the leagues, most of the leagues in the world have been suspended, I'm assuming the FA Cup be suspended at the same time, and all the domestic cup games. This weekend's gone so slow because of no football. You on account so far this video 5 5 5 5 5 5 3 3 3 3 4 6 7. What that is? What's a Yano count? What's a Yano count? Oh, is that you know? Who's the best player for Macclesfield? I don't really watch Macclesfield, so. Oh, yeah. It's hard to say because I don't really watch Macclesfield. I don't watch League Two very much. Very rare do I ever watch League Two and League One these days. But I don't really watch Macclesfield much, to be quite honest, for me to answer that one. The wee miracle, like Daniel Farke said, we need a wee miracle to stay in this league. Shame Leeds won't go up. Kind of feel sorry for them. I don't. I've already said that question. You say, basically every sentence. Yeah. Who's your favourite Boa player, and who do you think is in the best form? It's hard to say, really. My favourite Boa player, it used to be Dimi Constantopoulos, and then he disappeared. But it's hard to say because my favourite Boa player. Well, why am I thinking out about my favourite Boa player? I know it is anyway, but it's just who's in the best form. That's what I'm thinking of. With regards to the favourite player definitely is George Friend. I really like George Friend. But to play in the best form at the minute, it's tough, isn't it? If I do that, it means it's tough to think of, by the way. That's not me Tourette's going mad, by the way. Who's in the best form? Oh, good God. Well, you got Fletcher. He's on a good run of form, scoring a few goals. I think he might be Bo's top scorer this season. Also, Joe's put no on the wall, Peep. Right? Hey, this is so... Do you know it's difficult, that one? Gested has definitely proved a few of us wrong. He's actually played well in the last couple of games. But we've started to pick up a bit of points, Got a win against Charlton. McNair, I still think, has been one of the best players this season, though. That's what I say. Coulson has had a very good season. I think Coulson's, whenever he plays, he makes an impact. Jed Spence, I really like Jed Spence, but I'm not too chuffed about him not being played recently because it takes the pace out of the team. If you have Rudy Gested and Coulson, there you go here on the pitch, same time. There's pace going left and right. So, it's hard to pick who I think's been the best player. Fletcher's definitely one of the players on form. Gested's actually proven himself. McNair still thinks been the best player this season. Coulson's up there. it's difficult to actually pick one, and let me know what you think. It's a bit of a tough one to pick, like one. Rudy Just Head says, Joe. Sam Gwilt says I'd say Gested or Coulson. Yeah, I said that. Gested and Coulson. Gested has about 10 pace. Hey, he's probably got more pace than I have. Yeah, Howson's had a good season. He sort of adapted into that centre-back role. That's what I like about him. He's solid. I think you meant Spence. Yeah, didn't I say Spence and Coulson has gone up? Or did I say... Oh, I get my names mixed up these days. I like Gebo Howson. Gebo? Howson. Okay. Not just Head and Coulson. Yeah. Let's have a look. Quack the famous Iron Brew Open. I haven't actually got one in a minute. Actually, yes. Have any questions here? Do you like Mark Goldbridge? It's entertaining watching Mark Goldbridge, I have to admit. It's just he's very, very, very biased. He is very biased. As I try and stay unbiased, and sometimes it's difficult, but have a look. Henderson or De Gea for United's number one keeper this season? Oh, definitely. Oh, next season. It's tough one because I think Sheffield United will buy Henderson permanently. De Gea will still remain, but United's number one. I can guarantee that. Same old David copying Daz's titles. He didn't copy the other one. Let's have a look here. Let's scroll up a bit because there's a few questions I've missed. Let's have a look. Here we go. Would you like Sunderland to go up so Borough can play them next season? I mean, yeah, because we have a good record against Sunderland. They rarely beat us these days. What's going on? We've got an itchy nose today. Ugh. It'd be good to play Sunderland again, and I'd rather it be in the Championship than be in League One. So there's your answer. So I'd rather have Sunderland go up than Borough go down and play them. So a controversial one really, both ones too. Vaughan here. What's a Middlesbrough? It's a small town. It's in. I say small town. It is quite a small town, to be honest. It's a town in the northeast of England. That's what Middlesbrough is. So there you go. Scenario, it's May and football is just about to start again. What do you do? Scrap domestic and let Euros and Continentals go ahead, or move Euros and complete all competitions? The thing with the Euros isn't till like middle of June. That won't start yet. If it was me, this will sound boring, but if it was me, I would move the Euros a bit further. I'd make the Euros a bit further on in the year or even next year and complete all the domestic cups. Because you might as well, since it's the quarterfinals of the FA Cup now. The FA Pokal, that's the semi-finals now. So, practically all the way through the domestic cups. You might as well just keep the domestic cups going, in my opinion. Harry Osmond, who's your favourite Manchester United player? My favourite Manchester United player, this will be interesting. My favourite Manchester United player of all time has always been Luke Shaw, but the all-time one, not all-time, I remember. Favourite player for United is Luke Shaw, but my favourite all-time Manchester United player has always been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So when he came in for the managerial job, I was like, oh, great. Still a bit out of his depth a bit. Mine's Odion Igalo. That's not how you spell him. Mine's Idiom Odion Igalo. That's what he said. Anything else? Thoughts on Hartlepool, and do you think we'll get playoffs? They're what, like mid-table, something like that in the National League. It's one league I don't look much at either. Let's have a look. They're sort of mid-table. They got a 1-1 draw yesterday, didn't they? Where was that at? It was at Sutton United. Is that where it was? Got a 1-1 draw out of them, which isn't bad actually, because Sutton United are a pretty decent team. There's no one joining this Instagram, so there's no point in me being live on there. See you later. Get everything up on here. But yeah, I mean, I still think playoffs is possible for Hartlepool, to be honest. They'll have to keep working their socks off and, be picking up wins. If they're going to do that, I think we'll see them back in the Football League at some point in the next couple of years. Maybe not this season, but definitely even next season or the season after. But we'll definitely see them back in the Football League at some point. Friend, same old as David Coppins, as usual, Joe. How would you feel about Woodgate leaving in the summer and us appointing an experienced coach like Mike Phelan? I mean, I know the amount of people who say that Woodgate has to stay after we win one game. I'm still Woodgate out. I've been Woodgate out for absolutely ages because he's just tactically inept these days. And the thing with him is, if it's me, I would rather have a manager who actually has a lot of experience managerially than have someone who knows the club but doesn't have much managerial experience. Only thing with that is it means that Steve Gibson will have to spend money, and we don't have that much money in the club at the minute. So I would prefer having an experienced manager or experienced coach. Can you give Jack Johansson a shout out? There you go. That's from Harry Oswin. There's a shout for Jack Johansson. I don't know who he is, actually, to be quite honest. Do you think Vaughan put something is retracted that? Let's have a look. Do you think they'll suspend the non-league does? I don't know if they'll suspend non-league. There's been a few non-league games that have been postponed these last couple of days due to safety precautions, but I don't think they'll suspend the non-league games. If they do, then what on earth are people going to do? Because there's a lot of people going to non-league games because they can't go to any Premier League games, Championship games, or any domestic league games. Oh, here we go. I knew... You knew there'd be a question coming up related to that. Richardy, I don't know how you say that. Why do you support Borough and Man United? Why not support one? I've had many people saying that before, and it's always the same answer. It's family reasons, and I'm not going to go through the full explanation because it's too much of a faff on half the time. It's a bit of a faff on explaining all the time. That's all I'll say. I will tell you, my number one team has always been Middlesbrough because I've been a season ticket holder for about 9 years now. And I wouldn't care if I already renewed next season ticket. And we have to miss like one home game because of this, but it doesn't matter. Super League on Tuesday, hi guys. Nick Mumps, I think this may be it for the season. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking I don't think they'll start it again. But also, what about the Champions League and Europa League though? Because there's been reports about that possibly could get suspended fully. And that they'd lose a lot of money if they move the Euros and then get shot of the Europa League and Champions League for this season. God, they'll lose a lot of money. But I don't think the Champions League and Europa League will get suspended. I think they'll just play it behind closed doors, either that or, just keep playing them as usual. They should do, because I don't think they should suspend it in any way. Do you think Izzy will join City in the summer? Oh, isn't he that centre back from the Serie A? Can't think where he's from. Is he from Torino? Something like that. Something like that. I think it's not Roma. Yeah, it is Torino, I think, isn't it? I mean, if City come in with a good offer for him and Torino accepted, then I don't see why not. He'd be going to a club that has a lot of history and a lot of trophies. Apart from this season, where they're not going to win the league, because I think Liverpool have got it. The Champions League, okay, they came back and won against Real Madrid, but I don't think they'll win it. I don't think any of the English teams will win the Champions League this season, by the way, I have to say. They won the Carabao Cup. The FA Cup, still possible for them, even though they didn't play particularly amazing against Sheffield Wednesday. How's the famous Daddy Daz? I don't know. I haven't seen him today because I've been upstairs for most of the day. I didn't get up till about 11:30. Do you think they will void the EFL leagues if they cannot be started back up again? Yeah, I do think so. I think they will. I think Ipswich will stay in League One this season and we will stay in the Premier League. How about that? I mean, if it gets voided, then you definitely will be staying in the Premier League. And regardless of, what happens in League One, I think it's fair to say, no disrespect to Ipswich, but I don't know what's gone on. Don't know what's gone wrong for them. I don't know what's gone wrong for them this season because they just haven't been at the standards that they expected. If you got check a trade won't happen. Non-league teams put their prices up ahead. Not all. Okay. Lazy does it. Will you do more FIFA mod? I was going to do that today, but unfortunately, OBS doesn't want to work today. Trying to get that sorted. That won't be sorted till about Wednesday because that's the next time Tech Man's round here. Tell Scott it's not funny. People are dying. What's not funny? What, that he's happy that he'll be staying in the Motor Football, Scotty? Yeah, I mean, what, just for saying that they'll stay in the Premier League? How about that, if it gets postponed? I mean, as I was saying, Norwich City fans and, whoever's in the relegation zone in the Premier League as well. Can't remember who else is in there, but the teams in the relegation zone, if it gets voided, then they'll be happy because that means they stay in the Premier League. There's nothing they can do. I think, if I'm honest, I think a lot of teams, if they were in the relegation zone, would rather stay up by playing games rather than stay up because they've had to end the season early. I think with the situation at the minute, it's not great, is it? So Leeds don't go up either. Well, they won't if it gets voided either, and neither will West Brom. We'll be back to starting again next season, and Borough definitely stay up. Right. Any more questions? Do get them in. We'll stay live for a bit longer. If there's nothing else, then I think we might end the stream there. If the Premier League is void, what are the odds for Liverpool to win the league next time? Probably second to none. Really, I think if they don't win it this season, they're definitely going to win it next season. It was like last season, wasn't it, when City nicked it off them at the last minute? Even though Liverpool won, City won as well. So Man City won it by a point, didn't they? Something like that. They won it by a point. But I was thinking, well, it's either going to be between City and Liverpool this season as well, if anything like last season. This season, Liverpool have just, they've just blown everyone away. They've absolutely dominated the season. And United fans will hate me for saying this, but they deserved a title. No one can say that they don't deserve it, because they do deserve it. But there was apparently this was before it got cancelled, before the league got suspended. There was apparently something saying that apparently if Liverpool had won the next two games, the Guard of Honour would apparently take place at the Etihad against Man City. And I don't think that would go down well. But that's not going to happen now because that's been postponed. So there we go. And yes. We'll have a look at it here. It may carry on until next season, yeah. Yeah, Liverpool deserved a title. That's from a Norwich fan. And I'm even saying that as well. I'm 1-0 up against Bournemouth. That's nice. Can I call you now, mate? Yeah, call me in a bit once I've ended the stream, if you want. Would you be concerned? No. Would you be concerned in the transfer window if the virus does continue in the summer? It depends on the transfer window because I didn't actually think about that at first, did I? That it would be difficult. It'd be difficult if teams can't buy in one transfer window. I think what they'd have to do is you just have to, if it was still going in the summer, they'd have to scrap the transfer window, I think. Which is bad news for me because it means I can't do Series 7 of Daz's Transfer Show, which hopefully will be a better series than what Series 6 was, to be quite truthful. And that was nothing to do with the guests, really. It was nothing to do with the guests that won. It was just to do with all the bloody technical issues and crap that we had and trying to sort out this. So, you've seen the new Premier League ball on FIFA, Daz? Yeah, I've seen it, yes. I don't know if you saw, if you got me on Instagram, if you have me on Instagram, then you'll have probably seen this already on my Instagram account. If you don't, I'm going to show you this because I opened an Ultimate Pack earlier from winning 300 squad battle matches because, trust me, I play more squad battle matches than anything else. Don't put that in the live chat, David, because that'll just cause up. Sometimes can cause up loss like that. Olympics won't happen for sure. Yeah. So yeah, basically, you haven't. Scotty B's put call the police. David will still up you. David, stop it. Here we go. This is why I deleted the message. I don't know if you haven't seen it. So I opened an Ultimate Pack, which is 30. I think it's 30. Is it 30 players? It's 30 gold rare players. And this is what I got. Ultimate Pack. Okay, it's at least about it. It's probably a walkout. It's Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Get in there. Get in there. Bloody hell. It's ter Stegen. I bet you he's bloody untradeable as well. Oh, they're untradeable, for God's sake. But, oh, look, we've got a man in the match as well. We've also got Rakitic in there as well. Pepe. That's not a bad pack. That's a good pack, actually. And there's a few duplicates in here. Nothing special, but that's a good. There you go. Yes. And people say that my pack look is unreal. I wonder why they're saying that. Been getting subs from Norwich fans, no lie. They must be looking for any sort of football. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised there. There's been a lot of non-league games going on. I'll say Joe went to, I think it was Joe and Tom yesterday. They both went to One Corn Linnets to watch Manchester United last night. Well, not last night, yesterday, but I couldn't go because I had a family meal going on. So we had family stuff going on, basically. Could be doing Kendall Town away. That's on the 28th. Widnes away as well. It's possible. That depends on if the league still remains. If the league still goes on, because we don't know what's going to happen with that. Let's have a look. Enjoy League One. Nick says Scotty B. Is there any more questions you want to ask football related? But that doesn't have to be football related now. I know it says football Q&A, but if you want to ask questions about normal life or like achievements or what's my best part in life or something, or how long and stuff, it could be YouTube related as well. So whatever you want to ask, please do ask. As soon as do ask now, basically, if you want. But I'm going to stream at some point. I really feel like I want to die right now. I know you've said that before. Non-league should stop because loads of fans will be going there now. Well, it's the only way people can actually watch football, you know. How's the college going with the virus? As far as I know, there's nothing going on in the college regarding that, so there's no one there. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of FIFA Ultimate Team anymore. Yeah, it's got a bit hard. It's got a bit harder, but I don't know what to say about this Ultimate Team. I've said this is one of the worst FIFAs ever, mind, I have to admit, because a lot of people say that this is one of the best FIFAs. If you're talking about the amount of issues there is on this game, it's dreadful. The amount of issues, oh my god. Career mode was a bit of a cock up at first. Then that got sorted. Ultimate Team, apart from the new modes, apart from I like some of these new modes and stuff. Swaps, I'm not a big fan of, mind. Survival, not a big fan of. Started to get used to that. Mystery Ball's one of my favourite modes, though. Classic Match, I've played a few times. King of the Hill, I've got used to that. That's not bad. It's quite funny when you get to snap people's legs in half with some tackles. No Rules is a good one, though. But you know, some of the other modes and some of the actual games, some of the modes on Ultimate Team aren't great. Some of the rewards that you get in these packs as well. You get some big packs and then you get absolutely naff all out with them. Unless, of course, you get some good pack luck. But I got Phil Jones yesterday, and now I got a bit annoyed about that. And, some of this FIFA's not been as good as normal, to be honest. And there's people who are playing FIFA 19 and PES 20 more than that. I really do not know any special people to help me with my issues. What was it, Childline or something? Salford not going to Wembley if it carries on. Yes, you're not wrong there. I used to love Ultimate Team in FIFA until FIFA 16. FIFA 16's Ultimate Team wasn't good either. What other sports do you enjoy and like to watch? This will surprise a few people, but I don't watch any other sports. The only other sport that I really watch, and this isn't much at the time, not very often, is darts. I've got interested in darts, and I'll tell you why, because I watch a TV show that's on Challenge TV, and it's a pretty old game show called Bullseye. If some of you are old enough to remember that TV show that used to be, I think, on ITV or something about 1980s, hosted by Jim Bowen. That TV show has got me interested in darts and stuff, and I really only tend to watch Glenn Durrant when he's playing, because obviously I've met Glenn Durrant at the Riverside Stadium once or twice when he's been doing the halftime draw, because obviously he's the darts player who represents Middlesbrough, not just represents Middlesbrough, but he's a darts player from Middlesbrough, a professional darts player who plays in the Premier League of darts. So it's the only time I really watch it sometimes. Is the logo a bull? Yeah, it's a bull, and then you've got the red bullseye on it. So yes, it's that. It's called Bully. Yeah. So yes, I quite enjoy watching that, I have to say. What the best part is when someone gets the 180 or something, I'm sat there going 180. I tell you what, there's been a few times where I've scared me dad to death by doing it. Oh, don't do it. Dad's like, what? Yeah. Anything else? My grandfather watches that. Love darts. Easy to watch, quick as well. Oh, I tell you, what's he called? That darts player. I wonder if anyone recognises this name. A guy called Ricky Evans, a darts player who used to throw them so fast and used to get 180s every time. Let's have a look. There you go. He used to throw them so fast you couldn't really keep up. It was like, whoa. It's like, you're moving like, oh, what? What the? Really, Scott, I'm just thinking about living on the street in a minute because life's miserable minute. I know what's going on. I know what's going on, lad, guys. So don't worry, because I spoke to David about it. So we're not talking much. I'm on FIFA, don't worry. But I think we'll end the stream here in a minute, unless you have any more questions you do want to ask. And apart from that, I think we'll end it there. So if there's any more questions you want to add, you got about a minute, and then we'll probably end the stream there. It's not been a bad stream. It's certainly not been the football Q&A that I was expecting, because we've had questions based on some of the other stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you have any more questions, then do that. You doing any more streams? I can't do streams as such in a minute because OBS is broken down at the minute, so we're trying to get that sorted. Would you scrap a Leeds fan if he asked you out? No, I'm not a hooligan, so no. But no, what's going to happen is I've messaged a guy because if you look on, well, what we're going to do is something different. Is there'll be a new video coming up. I don't know when it'll be. Maybe tomorrow, whenever I get a chance to record. And it'll be me. Like, I can't do FIFA streams because of OBS and stuff for the minute. I've only just got FIFA sorted, by the way. So I was having problems getting into FIFA. Thoughts on the coronavirus, says Jake Johnson. It's getting a bit wild out there now. But you know, it's ruining things, not just for football fans, but it's dangerous. You know, we live in dangerous times these days, and it's causing loads of problems. So the sooner it goes, the better. You know. But what will happen is I'll be doing a video. This is going to be a different one because it'll be weird for me, this one. So what I'll do is I'll be recording myself on the phone. As I said, I don't know how this is going to work out. I'm going to just trial and error with this one, whether it works or not. And what will happen is I'll be doing a video of me playing some game because it's not a game. It's sort of like a quiz thing. It's like which Euro 2020 team is this, and you got apparently I don't know what it is. I've never seen it. I've seen it, but I've never played it. You know, if I saw the title and I just saved it, so I can do it with my video. It is someone else's content that I'm using, but I've been given emailed permission to use it because I did ask him whether I'd be able to use it for a video of mine. He said, yeah, you can use video, but you have to give credit to my channel. So that will come out at some point. I'll record it as soon as possible, but whenever it's going to be difficult times a minute. So yeah, we'll end the stream there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining. As I said, look out for the new video that's going to come out probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then sometime later in the week when I actually get a chance, because it's going to be hard with the show this week. So it's going to be difficult, but we'll just have to go with the flow, really. We'll see how we do. And thanks for joining. From all Seaman Does This Football Stand. Have a great day. See ya.